this is Dr. Chad Hawk with this week's Mastery Moments. Dr. Steve Hoffman is away this week and will be rejoining us next week. But today, I want to do a few things. Number one, I want to thank Danny Knowles, who put on Mile High Chiro this past weekend in Westminster. It was fantastic. There's one thing that absolutely stood out to me. There are a group of chiropractors. This has nothing to do with straight mixer or injectables, non-injectables. It has to do with cumulative, constructive survival values. And let's just drop the whole survival values thing. Let's talk about cumulative good that you add to this world. Now, this can get a little bit religious, and I don't mean to be religious. And by religious, I mean law, not spirituality. But if you're continually throwing down things that, especially words, while you may speak a very clear, specific chiropractic language, but your words are always degrading and tearing down, then perhaps you need to evaluate where you're at. And the reason I say this is, over the weekend, I heard a number of people, and some speakers included, who would spend their time using very abrasive words to describe others who may have even been in attendance. And I just don't think that's an appropriate thing to do. Why? Does it mean I'm trying to make you a prude? Does it mean that I think you're less than a person because of it? Well, actually, I do. And here's why. Because if you have to resort to calling people things, names, events that are meant to tear down, and you have no reason for it other than you may not have an opinion of somebody that you don't appreciate, it is not contributing to the good of our profession. It certainly does not contribute to the good of humanity. Now, does that mean I'm judging you? It does. It does mean I'm judging you, because I'm judging you based on your actions. I'm judging you based on the personality that you portray, the way you exhibit yourself to the world. And that's an appropriate way to evaluate a person. Look, you evaluate your practice members when they come in. You say, oh, they're this, or oh, they're that, and that can help you determine how to care for that individual. You have not asked me to help care for you. I understand that. Why be so judgmental towards another person that you have to use words that cut, they bite, and they destroy to get your point across when discussing that person behind their back? I think it's inappropriate. I think it's one of the things that limits our profession. Look, we have enough trials that we have to deal with. We have to deal with so many other problems from the inside out. Why would you want to contribute to that? And I'll have to tell you, this past weekend I got to adjust almost 100 chiropractors that were there out of, I don't know, I think they're around 400. So about 20-25% of the chiropractors received an adjustment from me. I know this, the ones that were attracted to what I was doing, the ones that got their nervous system tuned up in a kind, loving way, had a change of state and a change in how they related to other people. That has nothing to do with me and everything to do with the emancipation of the subluxation from the nervous system that the body can do when in every sense of the word, the interference is removed. And perhaps these words that you use are a symptom of your subluxated mind, which is only an interference. Remove it. It's not necessary. And it certainly does not add to the overall survival value of our profession, does it? Those are my thoughts. Thank you very much, everyone, for listening. This is a very atypical message that I'm presenting. It's atypical, but I think it's very necessary. And it's not just necessary for chiropractors. I personally believe it's necessary for our human race.